Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year to everybody, and I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and New Year's with your loved ones. This video is my 20th birthday get ready with me makeup type video to show you what makeup I wore for my 20th birthday, which was actually the 18th of December. I did pre-record this so that I could edit it and get it up. Obviously it's a little bit late, but I just wanted to show you the makeup that I went with for my birthday. First of all, I'm starting with my eyeshadow. For my birthday makeup even, I decided to go for a winged eyeliner, like a smoky eyeshadow winged liner, which I have been loving at the moment, if you didn't already know. I did do it for quite a few nights out and I literally love it. I think it's super easy, and yeah, it was a nice simple makeup look to do for my birthday, I thought. Nothing too stressful or too tedious. So to start off, I have, as you can see, popped a couple of colours in my transition, and I've started off the wing. Now I'm using the Sof X Makeup Revolution eyeshadow palette. Just simply using tape to create the wing look and just placing shadow right against that sellotape so you get a sharp edge. And you can do this with any type of colour. You didn't have to use browns or nudes or neutral colours like I have. You could use any type of colour. I'm sure it would work with, I thought sure it would look pretty cool with multicolours, but I used nudes and browns and neutral colours, as you can see. So I've just started out with the basic lighter colours and then going to darker colours. So it's really simple, honestly. If I can do it, anybody else can do it. So here I am just applying the brownie sort of, kind of a pinky brown sort of colour before I move on to using the darker brown and then using a black. So it's quite self-explanatory this, like obviously you can see what I'm doing. I'm just winging out shadows, and yeah, as I said, moving on to a black shade. Now definitely use this scarcely, use a little bit at a time, because obviously it's easier to add shadow than it is to take away shadow. So just use a little bit of black at a time, add as much or as little as you would like. Obviously this look is very much personal preference, as is every eyeshadow look, I suppose, but yeah, just use a light hand is all I should say. As you can see, using a pencil brush. This isn't a good brush to use because it helps get that real smoky effect of your shadow, as opposed to it being really like specific in a specific place. It's a lot more smoky and blown out. So just to remove the sellotape is next, and I popped on some lashes and mascara, and then they are the eyes complete basically. So next we need to move on to the face. So I used my Primark facial oil, just popped that everywhere, and used a stippling brush to massage it into my skin. I love this oil. I like it, just makes my skin feel so smooth and luxurious underneath all my foundation. So next I'm using an old primer favourite. This is the Nivea Post Shave Balm. I know it's not amazing and it's not best for your skin, but this works really well for me, and I thought for my birthday, why not use the best products. So next I'm using the Sleek Bare Kissed Illuminator. If you've been watching a couple of my videos, or if you have watched a couple of my videos, you'll know that I use this pretty much all the time. I love it. It gives such a glowy finish to my face and to my foundation. So I always pop this on underneath, or sometimes I even mix it in with my foundation on my hand to make life easier for myself maybe. I mean, it doesn't make a difference, but whichever way you use it, it gives a lovely glow underneath your foundation. So speaking of foundation, I decided to use the Rimmel Wake Me Up foundation. Now this is a slightly different colour to my skin, but when it came to my actual birthday and to when I actually wore this, by the way, I filmed this in advance, so this was maybe a couple days before my birthday weekend out, so I used this foundation because I knew I was going to fake tan, etc, etc, it was going to match, etc, you know what I mean. So yeah, I just blended this all over my face with the Beauty Blender, and then moving on to concealer, I used a mixture of the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer, which obviously works really well with the foundation, and I used a little bit of the Collection Last Imperfection concealer also, because it just gives me a little bit more coverage. I like mixing the two. They give a great coverage of both together, both of which I'm definitely running out of, so I need to top up on. Do let me know in the comments below any drugstore concealers that you would recommend. Obviously I've recently picked up the the Maybelline Fit Me concealer again, because I loved that, but let me know if there's any others, like maybe Barry M, or I don't know, I haven't tried any from them, or I definitely want to try the e.l.f. one, so let me know in the comments below if you have any recommendations. also for special occasions like this, I like to cream contour. Now, this cream contour kit is not the best. I will just say this is all I've had in my drawer, and I've had it for ages. I'm not going to lie to you. It's just a kit from Amazon, so I definitely need to pick up a new cream contour product. So do, again, let me know down below if you have any recommendations for a cream contour product. Now, I tried to blend this with my beauty blender. As I said, not the best product in the world, so it just didn't work as well as I wanted it to. So I switched to a stippling brush, and that definitely helped me blend it in a lot better and a lot easier. But again, it's an old product, let's just say that. So next I moved on to powder. Now this is the Makeup Revolution Lace Baking Powder. It's a really, really nice lightweight powder. I've been using this for a while now. It's definitely one of my favourites of 2017 as a whole, 100%. Now I use that to set underneath my eyes as well as all over the rest of my face. I don't usually bake. I kind of just pop the powder there and press it in so that I find baking quite heavy underneath my eyes. But anyway, speaking of eyes, let's move back to do the lower lash line. I just used a mixture of those colours I just showed you. Sorry, I don't know the shade names off by heart. It's just like a nice orangey brown and also a nice pinky brown. So both of which I used on the transition as well as on my wing itself. But yeah, now I'm moving on to the dark brown shade. So I'm going to use this along my lash line as close as I could possibly get, just to blend the top with the bottom lash line and to kind of make them match as such. Finally, all that was left for the eyes was to pop in some inner corner highlight. So I used this lovely shade from the same palette I've been using. I think it's called Fairy Lights, possibly. It's like a nice champagne-y yellow gold shimmery shade, and I use that in my inner corner. As you can see, it's very pigmented, which I was loving. So now moving on to the rest of my face, I'm going to finish off by bronzing. I use the Bourjois bronzer. I'm not entirely sure what this is called. It's the one with the half bronzer, half highlighter, but I obviously just used the bronzer. So I'm going to use this with an angled brush all around my face to give myself a lovely glow. This bronzer is really nice and kind of natural, I'd say. It's more on the natural side, but you can definitely build it up, and it is a lovely, lovely shade. So now I'm using the Sleek Face Contour Kit. I'm using this nice dark, cool brown colour to contour my cheeks. I like using a large fan brush to do this, as it gets the job done really quickly, and also this product is super pigmented, so you only need a light hand, says the person piling it on, but yeah, you only need a light hand, and this shade is perfect for contouring. I then set my face using the Makeup Revolution Illuminating Fixing Spray, Setting Spray, just to act as a base before I put on this highlighter. Now this is the W7 Glow Commotion highlighter, absolutely stunning highlighter, as you will be able to see in 3, 2, 1. Here it is a lovely, lovely gold champagne colour, so this was perfect for my birthday makeup because I wanted to be blinding. And finally, I believe this is the last product for the face. This is the Sleek Blush by 3 palette, and I'm using this kind of orangey shade. I think it's called Chantilly, I'm just using a little bit of that with the same brush as I used earlier, just to help blend the bronzer, highlighter and blush all together, and now that is the face complete. So just to finish off, I'm using the Collection lip liner. I'm not entirely sure of the shade, I will pop it down below for you guys, but it is a nice brown shade. This one is a, what's it called, retractable ones, like the ones you twist up rather than sharpen, which I definitely prefer. It's a really nice lip liner, was easy to use. It was the first one I've actually used from Collection, and I am really impressed, so I really like that. Now the lipstick I used to go with it is the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Lipstick, I believe it's called, and it was a lovely nude colour. I think it's called Mocha. So again, I will pop that down below for you. But yeah, they are the lips. And that is the finished look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you continue watching, you will see clips of what I wore out if you didn't see those already on my Instagram. But for now, that is everything, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!